Everyone, my name's Aria. Like Lydia said, I'm a prevention specialist over at DECA. So here we have our Youth Empowerment and Prevention chapters, or YEP. YEP is a youth-led organization with the goal to promote positive change in Douglas County schools and our community. They started in 2020, and it started out as a county board that the youth sat on, and then it expanded to school chapters in 2021. So now each school has their own chapter of students. We're funded through county, state, and federal funding. And we use a shared risk and protective factor approach. So what that means is that we are working with Headquarters Kansas with Mike Hasselman on targeting the risk and protective factors that are factors for both substance misuse and suicide. So we work with Headquarters Kansas, and the students then are able to sort of see that dual approach. So like Lydia was telling us a little bit before about those different risk and protective factors, we found that there's a lot of overlap between those two behaviors, those two mental health challenges. So we're sort of able to target both of those by focusing on the shared risk and protective factors. And then our YEP chapters are also led through the Sources of Strength curriculum. So Sources of Strength is a strengths-based suicide prevention curriculum for young people. And so it really focuses on the strengths that young people have in their lives, those protective factors that they have to help them lead healthier lives, to help themselves to prevent suicide and the people around them as well. So we use a lot of that curriculum from Sources of Strength to help lead our chapters. Our chapters meet monthly, so each school sets their meeting schedule, whatever works for them. And then we also have representatives from each chapter come together quarterly, and we have quarterly meetings where we get representatives from each school. And so the students get to hear what other schools are doing, what other students are doing. And it's a really great opportunity for them to collaborate and get some new ideas. And then at these quarterly meetings, we pick out a theme. The students pick a theme for that semester. What each chapter does is each semester they put on a campaign or an event or a project, and it is surrounding either substance misuse or suicide. And the students, it's really student led. So the students get to pick what they want that project to look like, what topic they want to focus on, how they want to get the other students in the school to interact with it, to really spread the information that they're learning in YEP with the rest of the school. And so at these quarterly meetings, we pick a theme, a sort of an overarching theme for all of the chapters to sort of use to help lead and guide their semester-long project. And so in this semester, the students voted on the theme of empathy in action. So really focusing on what we can do to show empathy for other people and to keep mental health at the forefront of our minds, and what we can do to help sort of build a better culture around their school. And then we also have twice a year events for every chapter member to come and participate. And so we have our YEP kickoff that is usually at the beginning of the year to sort of kick it off. We do some education, we play some games, and we get excited for the year. And then at the end of the year, we have our YEP end of the year celebration. And that is really so that all the students can come together, celebrate all of the hard work that they did, and have some fun as well. And then here we have just some of the project examples. So like I had mentioned, each semester students put on some sort of campaign, and it's really student led. So the students get to come up with it. They get to determine what in their school do they see as most prevalent. What do they want to focus on? What are they hearing from their peers that's an issue? So here we have some pictures of just some examples of some of these projects. So one of my favorites is the one over on the far left. They have like a moon that says spread kindness, and then they put up a bunch of stars that are like different like sayings and different things of kindness, which I think is really cool. Looks like we have like a dance going on in that middle one. And then in the top right corner, we have a picture from our Youth Empowerment Summit, which we put on as well, which is a lot of fun. And that's something where we get to have speakers come to talk about substance misuse prevention and suicide prevention. We have some folks come talk about healthy relationships and preventing relationship violence as well. It's a really cool event as well. So just a little bit about the numbers. So we have currently 8 chapters in both middle and high schools, and we are currently onboarding 5 new chapters in our in Douglas County, which we're really excited to have them on board as well. We currently have about 150 students who are a part of YEP. And the sponsors, so the adults who sort of lead these chapters, ranked the success of the chapter efforts at about a 3.71 out of 5. And the students ranked the success of their chapter at a 4.2 out of 5. And that was for the last year. So both the sponsors and the students find it valuable, they find it successful, and the students really enjoy doing it. And here we have some of the feedback from those students talking about the importance of them participating in YEP. So they chose to join YEP because they want to help change some of the issues that youth in their community are facing. They love the positive atmosphere, the opportunity to share ideas and experiences. Mental health and health for youth is very important, and they want to be part of that change. And one activity that some schools did was the drunk goggles activity, and they thought that it gave students a great idea on how bad drinking can be and the repercussions that you can face from it. So these are just a few pieces of feedback that we received from students about being a part of YEP.